Hi, it's Kit, and today we're going to be showing you how to make this assist hook right here. We made this for this Williamson jig because when we go out on trips, and especially in the summer, there's a lot of barracuda and other toothy critters near the wrecks, and we tend to lose a lot of the regular assist hooks that we have here. For your reference, we are using VMC 7264 13-aught because it's just perfect for this jig and a lot of other jigs. I use it on Kensaki's and gyro jigs, bentos, but this silver one is quite effective and it attracts a lot of toothy critters. So just to be able to nail those fish, we are using wire. Okay, you can see the wire is free swinging. It's attached to a ball bearing swivel, and it's caught some nice fish. Anyway, so let's get to it. Very first thing, tools. So I have these little vice grips that I use, and this one works really well for me. Now this is more to just turn the wire. I'll show you later. And we also have this wire working tool that helps you with loops. Very first thing we're gonna attach is the swivel. Okay, so the swivel, you need to create a small loop. So there's two loops that you need to make. The bigger loop is obviously for the wire. We're gonna use this first step right here. Okay, so bend it, make your loop. Okay, so bend it like that, bend it over like so, and then bend here again. So you have that loop. There we go. We need to open the loop a bit. Okay, so use this. Just open it a tad bit so you can slide that thing in. Doesn't want to cooperate, so just a bit more. Okay, there we go. And that kind of helps us when we're actually doing all this because it's separated, and it'll help us in the next step. Okay, so what you need to do is adjust your vice grip so that's able to clamp on the swivel and the eye. It's very important that you don't that the grip is strong and that you don't hide the where the X part is, okay, inside. Otherwise it's gonna look really ugly. It's gonna restrict the movement. Okay, for this we need at least 2.5 turns, so we're just gonna turn this 2.5 like so. Okay, from there we'll take the other vice grip, bend, and then we'll break it off. Okay, then we can break this off. It's tough, but with a little bit of practice, you actually get used to it. You could use another pair of pliers to just grip it and, you know, give you a bit more purchase. So we break it like so, and that's it. That's your connection right there. Okay, so you do the swivel part first, because if you do the hook part first, it's just gonna complicate things and you're probably gonna stab yourself with the hook, and we don't want that. Okay, so now what we need to do is figure out where exactly the bend would be. So lay it down like so. Do you want it to be somewhere here? Okay. And how I measure the gap is with the eye of the hook. Or with the hook, measure the, not where it is, so it's there. All right. That's where I bend it. Put the eye on. There. Okay. So I'm using the second loop maker. I'll make sure to grip it so that you'll have a really nice perfect loop. As soon as you get that, you bend it all the way back like so, and then go to the end and then bend the neck. There we go. And as with earlier, what we need to do is to open this up a bit like so. We have to bend this a bit here. So you make a kind of like a 90-degree bend here and a 19-degree bend there. Okay, so as soon as your hook is on, all you have to do then is take your vice grip. Again, you have to do it in such a way that the hook and the wire are off like that. Okay, I mean, a bigger vice grip would probably work better. It's just that I like working with these smaller ones because they're easier for me to handle, really. You can use a bigger vice grip, of course. Okay, so let's use this long one like so, just so it has a lot of clearance. All right. Okay. Make sure that it's on there tight. Remember, you have to bite the wire and the hook. There we go, locked in. Okay, I want to start from the back here. Okay. Bend like so and turn. As soon as you turn it, it's locked. That's it. 2.5 turns to 3, 2. Like so. That's all you need. Okay, make that bend. There we go. And it is that easy. So you have your hook like so. Now if you notice, this one is flat while this one is not. So make sure to do that so that when you put it on your jig, okay, so they're 45 degrees to each other, so when you put it on your jig, it doesn't go like that, okay, because you're gonna attach your split ring onto the lower eye of the swivel. Of course, you could also put it put the split ring on top. I don't do that because it moves the hook too much, and it ends up on the body of the jig. So there we go. So it doesn't, see, if it does that, it'll just bounce back when you're jigging especially. But if you have it here, it will go around the body of the jig even more, like that. But this kind of rigging makes it positioned more like this. Okay, you could also do 2 hooks in 1 jig. I don't do that. Some people do. Some people like them, but generally for wire, I just stick with 1. Well, most of the time, if I'm not slow jigging, my fast jigs only have 1 hook right there. Alrighty, so hope you learned something, and there it is. Thanks for watching.